small bike which you can use all days when it's not raining, and when it's raining, I should say, fold the bike together and put it in your car or take it with the train. You cannot, I do not think that we can. I'm very enthusiastic about bikes and I'm very aware of environmental problems, but you cannot change the world only by saying I've got a bike and now everybody has got to stop driving cars or trains. It doesn't work like that. Sometimes you have to go 300 kilometers on a day, one way and the other way. Then you take the train and you take a compact bike. It doesn't cost you anything. With this one you can fold it together quite easily by putting down with the quick release the saddle and the steering thing. You turn that around, you take the front wheel out, and you can put it in a special place here on the frame, and then you have a very small package which you can carry along in the train or in your car, anything. Are there any questions on this bike? How do you steer it? You steer it by using this stick. In fact, because it has got a steering damper, which is a very, well, I think it stabilizes all steering movements. It's a rubber damper here. In practice, you don't use the steering wheel at all. You can drive away without using your steering wheel. So it's more like a skate bike, you know, the very small bike which children use with a wheel like this and to skateboard with it.
So, from Denmark, my English is not so good, so I have a driver who will help me not only with driving but also with the speech. This bike is made especially for this occasion, and I have tried to design it as close to my way of reading the specification in the competition. I have tried to take with me so many of the good things with a normal bike. One of the problems with the high-speed bike is very low eye level at the compares to cars. If you go down under the glass in the car, you can only see, all cars get trucks, so you can't see through. So I'm not so low, normal seating position, normal driver, eye level, and if I raise myself in the seat, I can see.
Can you make some demonstrations of all the possibilities?
Yes, I can easily see traffics. I can get very high and see traffic and easily monitor, and I can get very low and have a very small front area and go fast. Seat is one unit with small wheel, and I have one butterfly lock in the center. Unfortunately, I painted so it sticks a little, but it will come off. Weights a few kilo and it can roll away on its own like a shot. The four locking points is individual shaped from each car, from each bike. So this is the key to the bike. If you remove it, it's impossible to drive it unless you really like a chain between your legs. And so it's. I don't think it will be stolen. I have a Ford. I have a.
36, de swing.
Oké, dit is de swing Ligfiets. Het concept zoals waaraan deze fiets ontworpen is, dus zeg maar, is dat het een redelijk snel vervoerder moet zijn. Dat sowieso even snel zou kunnen zijn als een racefiets. Ja.
Goed. Dit is dus Robbie Dick, een wooden bike met een avontuur 10. Ik heb gekozen voor een knikkende fiets, omdat ik dit fiets veel in de stad moet rijden. Gewoon in Den Haag, grote stad. Een knikkende fiets neemt in de bocht veel minder ruimte in dan in gewoon een lange fiets.
Actually, building recumbents 10 years ago, I started with 3 wheels, but my opinion is that, well, it was 1 wheel too much, so that's the reason why I came to 2 wheels. And I started also with fairings, complete fairings, partially fed, well, and I have to say also partially fed I dislike after all these years, because I think they are unhandy. The only thing I like really on a bike is when it's streamlined as well as a luggage compartment. And for those who really want the... No, it is a fact that it's only raining 4% of the time.
Dat heb je niet van jezelf.
No, I asked it on the Meteorological Institute, and they really showed it that it's 6% of the time, and well, half of it falls down during the night. So. You know, I'm not going to ride myself with it, but it's only for the people who are getting afraid of being wet. So that's it. Well, I think I solved at least one problem. When you have a fat vehicle, it's always ventilation problems.
Yeah.
And well, it's absolutely solved, you know. No, it's 45 degrees, and it's blowing. I don't think it's giving you any speed profit. That's why I didn't use it this morning. It's blowing as hard inside as outside. So, but you don't get sweaty. So.
English men already know this bike. Because dit ga ik maar verder in het Nederlands. Deze hebben de meesten misschien al een keer gezien. Ik heb er nu 12.000 kilometer op gefietst. En het enige nadeel eraan, u weet, het is eigenlijk een cha-cha-bike. En de opvolger daarvan, de Flevo-bike, en daar weer de opvolger daarvan, is deze EcoCar. Het enige nadeel van deze opbouw is de windvang. Ik had oorspronkelijk een mooi alles dichtgemaakt, maar dat gaat niet. En daarom heb ik wat gaten ingeboord. Maar het volgende model moet natuurlijk een voortrein krijgen die veel kleiner is, of in de zijwaartse richting veel kleiner. Dus u begrijpt, hij stuurt precies zoals een Flevo-bike doet. Alleen het balhoofd zit hier en hier. Maar waarom dan deze boog? Het is ten eerste een hele eenvoudige constructie. Net als de allerede popnagelwerk, de doosconstructie. En het kraakt allemaal dus een beetje, maar het is allemaal, het blijft heel. 1 mm dik aluminium, maar het kan ook 0,8. Maar de eigenlijke feature is natuurlijk het uitklappen als het regent. Hè. Tijdens het fietsen kun je dus de dek uitklappen en dan is het, er moet even een stangetje tussen. Dit is louter een experiment, deze fiets. Ik zal even uitleggen hoe het werkt. Als je de fiets van bovenaf bekijkt, zo, hij rijdt die kant op, 4 wielen, dan komt de wind op een gegeven moment zo. Daar heb je niks aan. Integendeel. Als je nu die 4 wielen allemaal stuurbaar maakt, dan kun je dus de carrosserie zo zetten. Wacht even, zo. Dan gaat hij krapsgewijs over de weg. Dan krijg je dus dat de wind schuin op het zijvlak komt. Dan krijg je dus een vector, net als in de zeilerij, met een vector naar voren toe. En de fiets kan dus zeilen. Dat is eigenlijk het doel van deze fiets. Daarom is het ook zo'n groot uitgebouwd stroomlijn. Om het zijvlak van de fiets zo groot mogelijk te maken. Verder, als er geen wind is, dan is die langzaam door zijn 4 wielen. Maar je zit wel lekker te droog en bloedheet.
Een paar woordjes in het Engels vertellen. Deze fiets kennen de Engelse en de Duitsers niet.
I assume you have understand that you can sail with this bike. You understand the drawing like a sailboat, and because that all the wheels are steering, so you can go like a crab on the way in the traffic. Of course, on lonely polder ways, not in the town, because you spur with something like that is 1 meter 50 when you are complete oblique. Then normally it's 1 meter, but when you are steering so, then it is 1 meter 50. And you look very good for behind coming traffic, because there is a Christmas ball. It is reflecting everything.
The recumbent for every kind of use, carrying luggage, driving in the rain, in the cold, in the winter, driving downstairs, driving in fieldways and anything, with a great variety of use. So for that we developed a very easy system to put any kind of things on the bike. Now this is the side part. Now it's very easy to say. Can done up for transport. Can go to a railway station, get a friend or something. Have big place for luggage. Yeah. Now the design should be very simple, because we would like to have very low cost. We think we sold no one more expensive than 1,000 marks. It's welded electrically. It takes us about 3 hours to build a complete frame. It has complete suspension in the front and in the back. Suspension very simple with steel from getting to you. The water flows in this ring. It's
32. Nee, Rasmussen uit Denemarken.
Yes, what you are experiencing today is the start of the HPV century. And it's really interesting to see how many ideas you see presented here today. And I'm sure that many of them will be realized in parallel developments, because there are so many needs. There are children who want to ride bikes, there are grown-ups, and there are seniors. And I had thought that also seniors should have a chance to, first of all, comfortable, should sit in a relaxed, comfortable seat, and it should be very safe in traffic. Because I didn't like to look forward to headlines, unstable by any speed, dangerous by any. And also, if you want to take along your grandchildren, for instance, then you can take off this. You need to loosen one screw here behind. Then you can take off the rear fairing. It's with the American. So then you can put a seat for a child here. You can see this with the rear wheel suspension. It's the first time I've used one with rear wheel suspension, and it's a rather soft suspension. It is, in fact, built for a German professor who has a bad back, and he wanted it with suspension.
English, I'll try. I won't tell too much about it. It's got everything a three-wheeler doesn't need, I think. But it's got something extra. It can make curves quicker than a normal three-wheeler, and I'll show it. This way it won't fall sideways. I can unlock it, and then it goes through curves like this. And it drives like a two-wheeler, so you can drive without your hands. So that's the main thing on this bike. Maybe there are questions. It's got everything: suspension, lights.
Verder vragen?
Like a parallelogram. And it also, this parallelogram is also.
Yeah.
Doing like that. And with your foot you can unlock, so I can keep it straight. And I can lock it.
By English people probably known by Simon Sanderson.
En het basisprincipe daarvan hebben we dus van Simon Sanderson, zoals je zegt. En ik weet niet, ik denk ook niet dat Simon Sanderson daar meteen al perfect koersvaste fiets van had. Dat was dus bij ons ook niet het geval. Vaak uit de bocht gevlogen en dergelijke, en het is ons ook vaak afgeraden door mensen die zeiden van het kan eigenlijk niet en het werkt niet goed, maar we hebben er toch uiteindelijk een hele koersvaste, stabiele fiets van gemaakt. Dat hebben we vandaag ook wel een beetje bewezen, denk ik, door die tijd te halen. En nou, ik zou verder hebben we vertellen. Een hele grote bagagebak, dat ziet iedereen wel, 120 liter. En de beenlengte is instelbaar, de verlichting is geïntegreerd met de spiegels. Die kan je van binnenuit zo even verdraaien. Nou, wat hadden we meer verloren? 24 versnellingen. Draaicirkel 4,5 meter. Gewicht 28 kilo. Hydraulische rem plus een trommelrem. En de kap ziet er leuk uit achteruit, biedt een prima bescherming tegen het weer en toch ook voldoende ventilatie.
Now they seem to have solved the problem of the stability, but it wasn't quite 100%.
Kijk, dit gaat op deze manier. Ja, pak je die rubbertjes vast.
Vouw je je benen naar binnen.
Nou, dan hang je hem zo op. Parkeren en met die los en fietsen maar. Ga snappen, Theo? Dan opnieuw het idee wat we hebben gemaakt.
Ook van jou.
En dat komt eigenlijk op neer, we kwamen op het idee, mijn vader en ik, om een driewielige fiets te maken. Die toch wat meer voordelen biedt boven de vorige uitvoering die jullie zagen. 100 korte draaicirkel. Ik kan het ook laten zien. Door het sturen. Dus een draaicirkel van 2,5 meter.
This one is propelled by a rowing movement, so you push with 2 feet and at the same time you pull with your hands on the steering wheel, like this. And in fact this motion is identical to the way you move in a rowing boat. I think it's just a matter of what you like most for movement. I think for myself the round turning movement from a bike is rather boring. Some people steel cable here attached to the foot bench, and that one is rolled up on a wheel over there, and it works well pretty good. I think there's not any, perhaps even less resistance in this steel cable propulsion as on the chain. But on the other hand, I lose a lot of power in the rear axle. There is a lot of resistance in the axle. That is a little disadvantage, but it's very friendly in changing gears and things like that. Well, and then as a I forgot my elastic bars over there, but you can imagine with one spin. What is a spin called in English? The spider, right? You can mount it on here and you can still drive. It is not very a beauty to see, but you can take it very with you at home.
Oké, ik denk voor vandaag meer duidelijk geweest. Zijn er dringende vragen? Morgen.
Minded has built this bike especially for speed. That is a very important thing for him. The low seating is mainly to achieve a very small frontal surface, like in a three-wheeler. He has made a low chain, so therefore he has made a one-side fork from stainless steel, so that the chain can move freely on this side by the wheel.
Lots of German cities where you are caught in traffic jams when you're sitting in a tricycle, where you are riding on bad roads and where the streets are very narrow. So I choose to, in the train or by car or something like that, and at that there is this little portfolio where you can take files or whatever you have, maybe your check card or something like this with you. And if you have larger loads or even heavier loads, you can put them here, or you can even take a second slider with you. It's a very comfortable seat.
Then there is a built-in lock, so that you can easily lock the bike without any problems. And if you have the right key, it should be here, you can even unlock it.
How's het call? 10 minuten? Nee? K3?
What color is it?
But this was built especially for the competition. Unfortunately, it was only finished yesterday, so we didn't get a chance to test out things. And this morning we actually broke a bearing in the rear lay shaft, so that we only managed half distance. Starting at the front, there's a treadle action drive, which gives a nice low profile at the front, which gives better visibility in the screen. The screen is just stuck on Velcro, so you can put like a full screen on like this or a small one, depending on the weather.
Ja.
Ben je wel gewend hoor. Als je er meer van maakt en bezig, dan doe je het goed.
Ja.
Hoe fijn ook dat de organisatie op dat moment nog is.
Papa, je moet zo meteen harder fietsen. Papa? Papa, je wil.
Oh ja, gaan we kijken rijden. Hier is het resultaat, hier is het resultaat. Ja. Ja, op 7 tot uur 57
Het gaat om dat je met je indruk krijgt. Ja? Mijne, controle.
Nou, daar komt Marco met de auto naast hem rijden. Met het bekende groene zakje.
Goed!
Met,
Hey, Herman,
met daarop zijn
dat
nummer.
is een deal, dat rollenbankje voor jou?
Ja, is goed.
Ja, prima.
Zo even betalen.
Ik heb hem, je kan hem makkelijk zo gebruiken.
Hij zal nu zo'n beetje het zakje uit gaan werpen.
Ja, nu zo'n beetje.
Ja, dat is goed.
Verder wel een goede organisatie, toch?
Ja, Bert gaat ook even proberen naar alle weten, hè? Je hebt nog een tweede ronde. Boei.
Toch ietsje te hard gepompt?
Klappen in het ding met mijn helft minuutje zo.
Ziek hè?
Ja, dat is jammer.